Mr. President, I want to mark the upcoming anniversary of one of the worst disasters my state and our country has ever faced, Hurricane Katrina. 20 years ago this month, this August, Louisiana and much of the Gulf Coast region suffered a devastating blow that required such a response. And it's a heartbreaking anniversary. Hurricane Katrina killed hundreds of Americans, separated families, and destroyed belongings we thought would be cherished forever. The devastation was felt in every community. You may have had your home destroyed in New Orleans East, but if you lived in Shreveport or in Bossier City or in Monroe, our fellow Louisianians came there to live in the Hirsch Coliseum, the Bossier City Civic Center, to stay there, sleeping on a mat in a communal setting, walking over here to take a shower, over there to go to the bathroom, because their home had been destroyed. In Baton Rouge, I led a group of volunteers to convert an abandoned Kmart into an emergency surge facility for the overflow from the regular hospital. And, because of that, looking around at the failure of government at every level, I thought, my gosh, maybe I should run for office. And I've been working to prevent another disaster on this scale ever since. Since then, Louisiana and our nation has invested $15 billion in the levee system, and these have helped prevent flooding. There's a levee system in what we call the Bayou region. It touches the Gulf of Mexico, and the flood mitigation structures we built have been said to have prevented 10,000 homes from being flooded during Hurricane Ida. We know that building resiliency works. In the Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act, I worked to get millions in coastal resiliency grants and millions more in flood mitigation assistance grants for my state, but for other states similarly affected. One example, by the way, if you fly into New Orleans and you drive towards Baton Rouge, around a city called Laplace, there's a huge flood control structure. And you can see how the swamp has been separated and that they're building the mound of dirt between. That's what the money's going for, to prevent these communities from being flooded again. If you go to Lake Pontchartrain, there is money to restore what is called the batture. The batture is the area between the levee and the water level. And and we have invested money as a federal government and as a state government to rebuild that batture. And in the Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act, more money was applied. And you knew it worked because one of our storms, I happened to be out there looking, and there was a wave that crashed off Lake Pontchartrain, and it hit the batture, it began to crest, and it fell, and as it fell, it almost hit to the top of the levee, and a few drops went over. That batture being built out kept the wave from cresting right next to the levee, and that water going over and flooding everybody on the other side. Building resiliency works. It works for the federal taxpayer, it works for the Louisiana taxpayer, and it works for the families whose lives are secured. Now, improving highways, evacuation routes, hardening the electrical grid, investing in flood mitigation, that were all things I worked for in the Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act. And the reason I did it, we can't prevent another hurricane, but we can prevent the bad things that happen afterwards. As the 20th anniversary approaches, we're reminded of those losses, but also the gallantry, the true gallantry of the American people, because in the worst times we come together. We're seeing the same reaction following the terrible flooding in Texas. In the weeks following Katrina, people from all over the world, all over the country, stepped up to assist with disaster relief. Now we see that in Texas. I'm told that Florida, Kansas, Pennsylvania, California, Nebraska, Illinois, Michigan, New Hampshire, Ohio, I could list the states, all sent National Guard. Similarly, that was in Louisiana. But similarly, people from different states all went to Texas to help. Indiana, Arizona, Colorado, Nevada, Missouri continued. When tragedy hits, Americans respond. We may not be able to take away the pain of loss. I wish we could. But Congress can help ease the financial burden of recovery. An essential way to do that is with making flood insurance affordable. Americans deserve that support.